Hello, everybody. So, this is part two of Ubuntu. So, we all know that Ubuntu means I am because we are, right? And the Proto-Bantu language, right? Ubuntu means one who is of strength slash energy belonging to us. Now, yesterday I said that Ubuntu helps you have social cohesion between the I am and the we are, right? This being you and this being all of these here, right? And there's a right way of doing things and there's a wrong way of doing things. And when you go down the rabbit hole of understanding Ubuntu, you see it creates other virtues that we need, right? For instance, I am is a truth. You are a truth because you exist, right? But how does that relate to your community? Authenticity, right? Truth creates authenticity within yourself, right? You cannot exist without authenticity. You don't want to be lost in the crowd and you don't want to be a carbon copy of somebody else as well. You need to live your authentic life, right? Truth also creates justice, fairness, identity. Identity is a big one, right? I know most black people struggle with identity, but you shouldn't have to struggle with your identity. Because why? I am because we are. You see, whatever the we are is informs what the I am is. You see, so if the I am, if your ancestors or family is Yoruba, I am a Yoruba, right? If your family or ancestors is Zulu, then you are Zulu. You see? So that really helps alleviate identity crisis, feelings of loss, because now every time you feel lost, you can automatically go back to your roots, which is your family and ancestors, right? I mean, you could be a mix between a Dogon and, let's say, Aswana, right? That's even perfect, right? Because now you can rely upon both lineages, both ancestries to define who you are as a person. Or you could just, whatever your culture is, if you're more closer to your mom's side or your father's side. So that would alleviate a lot of identity crises right there, which is very beautiful and powerful in itself, right? Truth creates order, knowledge, and wisdom, right? Now, in a community, because remember I said that Ubuntu helps you create social cohesion and it helps you build civilization and it helps you build a community and villages, whatever it is, right? So in a community, you need love, of course. For a community to function, you need caring, compassionate people, kindness, generosity, self-love, platonic love, which is like friendships, romantic love, compassion and empathy. Empathy is a huge one in a community, right? Because you need to understand other people's pains and suffering. You need to understand other people's walks of life because your walk of life is going to be different from somebody else's walk of life. And sometimes people are compelled to take certain actions because of their circumstances. But instead of dismissing them or calling them evil or completely writing them off, empathy is a good one to have, right? Because you show that you understand their walk of life, you understand them, and hopefully you can help them. So no matter what circumstances they're from, right, you understand the actual issues within their life so you can help remedy the situation, right? So now you have unity. A community without unity, a country without unity is destined for failure. And why is this so important? Because you need teamwork. A community has goals in itself. People have individual goals and a community have a communal goal, right? If you're trying to build buildings, if you're trying to establish businesses, if you're trying to preserve nature, if you're trying to create activities, you need unity. That's so important. Teamwork, cooperation, interconnectedness, right? Harmony, support, solidarity is huge, right? Whenever a crisis arises, the community needs solidarity in order to remedy this crisis. Oneness. So you see how this one word right here is jam-packed with all of these things here. And this is not it. This is not all. There's more virtues and there's more understanding, because a community can get very complex, especially when you want the community to grow, especially if you want the community to thrive, especially when you want the community to remain together. It gets very complex because you have to balance so many elements involved, right? You have to balance so many elements. You have to balance yourself, who you are, right? You have to balance the people, all of this stuff, right? You have to balance so many things.